The government is facing the prospect of further public sector strikes after it announced above-inflation pay rises for some workers. Doctors and teachers in England will receive a 4% increase. Other NHS workers in England, such as nurses and midwives, will get 3.6%. And armed forces across the UK will be giving a 4.5% pay rise. Unions will put the proposals to its members, but nurses are already angry that doctors have been given a bigger rise and schools say it means they'll have to cut spending on pupils. Well, our political reporter, Jasmine Cameron-Cheleshi, is in Westminster for us tonight. And Jasmine, we could see more strikes.
So that will be the big worry for ministers this evening. We've already heard from the Health Secretary earlier today. He and other officials say that these are above inflation pay rises. But crucially, the pay review body recommended increases higher than ministers were expecting. And so the big question is where some of this additional money is going to come from. Take education, for example. The government allocated upwards of £600 million for this, but schools are going to have to pay for some of that pay award themselves. And unions like the unions argued that this will result in cuts to jobs and resources. Health unions also aren't happy. The Royal College of Nursing, they've criticised the discrepancy in pay increases between nurses and doctors, and they say overall the sector's still dramatically underfunded.
This pay award will only just about cover inflation. We know that nursing is in a crisis in this country, and not one thing that this government has done so far shows they value nursing and recognise the crisis it is in.
So in terms of what happens next, the various unions will be putting forward this offer to members. The BMA have already threatened strike action. I spoke with one union official this evening. He argued that they're going to be pushing the government ahead of the June spending review to try to see if there's any more wiggle room on this. The government in turn are arguing that this is the second pay increase given to public sector workers since they've come to office. They're hoping that they've done enough to avoid a summer of strikes.
Jasmine, thanks very much.